If you wanted to spend $100,000 on your next two-door sports car, you have a lot of options. You could buy a BMW M8, a crazy Corvette Z06, or if you're feeling especially adventurous, a Lamborghini Gallardo. But none of them will be as good as buying a used 992 Porsche 911 for 100 G's. And in this video, I'll tell you why. A used $100,000 Lamborghini Gallardo might seem like a great deal until you have to factor in maintenance costs. It's fun to drive around in an exotic until you get hit with that $5,000 Lambo repair bill. Maintaining used Porsche 911s is not cheap, but definitely cheaper than an exotic. This is a 2022 Porsche 911, which makes this the 992 generation, which actually started in 2020. And a 2020 911 you could buy for 100 grand. With a Porsche 911, you could get a 2020 certified 911 that has a warranty for a little over 100,000. Or you could stick with a $100,000 used Porsche 911 without a warranty, just have some money set aside for repairs. I own a 991 911 right now, and it's been nothing but a solid car. These things are built very well, and you can rely on it day in and day out. The thing with a Porsche 911 is that it's a category of its own. Lambos and Ferraris fall into the exotic category. Corvettes and Fords are in the muscle car segment. The 911 is a 911. Everybody knows what these cars are. The timeless design. Porsche sticks to something that works. This is a 2022 Porsche 911, the 992 generation. But the way this thing looks hasn't really changed all that much from how a 911 looked from decades ago. It's still beautiful, signature 911, everybody appreciates one. The curves on this car, the super wide wheel wells in the back, it has sports car written all over it. Two-door high performance machine, it's very hard to beat the 911. The 911 is clearly beautiful, but it's also not a Mercedes AMG GT. You're not gonna get a lot of unwanted attention, pointing, gawking while you're driving and just wanna drive in peace. In a Ferrari, you go to a gas station and you probably will have to talk to 100 people. In a 911, you might as well be invisible. But that's a good thing if you want this to be your everyday car. You want to be left alone, not bothered every single day. Speaking of everyday car, this is the car you want to buy for 100 grand, a used 992 911. This car has just enough ground clearance to where you're not going to bottom out every time you go up a slope or an incline. With something like a Z06, that's always a concern. With a $100,000 V10 R8, you're not daily driving that. This one, no problem. A convertible 911 like this one makes it even more fun as a daily driver. A convertible 911 is a pretty good way to enjoy life. With most cars, they're either built for the track or the street, usually not both, except for the 911. This one is at home no matter where you put it. With a Ferrari 360, you can never be at peace. You can't just park it anywhere and walk away. With the 911, park it anywhere and it'll be just fine. That's the beautiful thing with this car, is you just don't have to stress over it. If you're looking for backseat room in your two-door sports coupe, then the 911 might not be so good. Not sure why backseats even exist in this car. In this 992 911, you get a good amount of luxury on the inside for your 100K. Really nice gauges, mix of analog and digital. This adjustable digital gauge is also really cool. High quality interior buttons and switches. Nice touchscreen with an ability to adjust the passenger seat. You can change your ride comfort from normal to sport, or do it with these toggle switches. You get all the modern conveniences that you would expect in this 992 911. The Porsche seats are some of the best that you'll find, comfortable and sturdy. There's a high quality feel with all of these toggle switches. I like the way these buttons are designed, interesting way of operating. With the 992 911, Porsche has put in all the technology that you desire. It has rear view cameras, navigation, everything you'd expect via this big touchscreen. The biggest reason why this 992 911 is the best sports car you can buy for 100 grand is the driving position. This is absolute perfection. If you're gonna get a high performance sports car, you can't do better than how things feel in this. The steering wheel, the feel, the seating position, it just couldn't be better. Driving on the streets, racing on the track, the way you feel as a driver in the driver's seat is unmatched. Merging of man and machine is only possible in this 911. You might be thinking that you could get so much more power for 100 grand. Shelby GT500, 760 horsepower. But if you think about it, it's so much power for regular streets. If you want to buy a sports car you can use day in and day out, something like a Z06 is way too much. A $100,000 base Carrera has just the right amount of power. This thing feels quick, 331 pound-feet of torque. And because this is a turbocharged engine in the 992 generation, you have a lot of low-end torque. For daily driving, the power that this base Carrera has is almost perfect. Typically with high-performance machines and exotics, they come with a lot of power, but the downside is the ride quality. A hard suspension might seem extra sporty at first, but over time, it's going to drive you up the wall. With this latest generation 911, the ride quality is perfect. It's definitely not as harsh as, say, a 997 or even a 991, but it's not so luxurious to the point where it doesn't feel like a sports car anymore. With the 992, it's achieved just the right balance. A $100,000 used 911 is your ultimate daily driver. You can take this on long trips, grocery stores, to work. Not only will this car be comfortable, but also you have all of the performance in the world. As you can imagine, there's something pretty special and unique about the way a 911 drives. And then you have the PDK, unbelievably quick shifts. The 911 is something you're going to look forward to driving each and every day, and you're also going to dream about it at night. What can I say? You just can't get a 911 out of your head. I don't know how Porsche did it, but that magical combination of ride comfort and incredible handling is what makes this 992 so great. With this 992, you don't have to give up on anything. You can get it all: performance, handling, ride, all in one package. And that's what makes this 992 911 the best used sports car you can buy for 100 grand. With the 992 911, Porsche is now appealing to a much wider base of people. With the older generation Porsches, you could argue that those were more for typical Porsche 911 fans. Amazing driver's cars, but ride comfort-wise, not so much. This one has everything: tremendous handling, great driving position, all the tech, and it's also comfortable. You definitely don't have exotic car levels of maintenance bills or even exotic car levels of stress. BMW M cars are great, but they're not rear engine, and they're certainly not 911s. This car truly is in a category of its own, and that's why for 100 grand, you can't do better than a used 992 Porsche 911.